Lovelies. Hello, beauties. How are you all doing today? I hope that you are well and navigating these incredible energies with some flow and some grace. Tomorrow is another turning point. What have I done with my pen? Another turning point coming up. And today we're starting, well, I feel like today is we've been creating so many foundations, right? You've all been doing so much work. Today is like another step in the foundations that is launching us forward, but we are launching forward as well. So it's not just foundations, it's launch and foundation. So we're using both. So I want to go over the structure of the new way that things are going to be delivered, because I think it's important for everybody to understand how things are going to be delivered during the next couple of weeks, because I'm going to re-record Mini Manifestation and Kinsta Me, because I feel like I've grown so much and I've learned so much. And, I've been wanting to turn both of them into a book. Well, two books for a while now, but I'm very aware that I've been adding information and upgrading information like as I've been going. And so it almost feels like I can't make that into a book because it doesn't have all of this information, And so what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm just going to re-record everything. And so for those of you that are in this, you are part of my year-long journey. So you're just going to be part of the new recordings of everything. But when I created my courses, online courses were not yet like the big thing and the big understanding. We had a few people who were doing them, but we didn't understand what we understand now in terms of what is the amount of content that somebody can take in and absorb and, all of these things. But also to add to that, when I created them, our attention span was much longer because we hadn't, if you think about it, it was 2020, guys, when I created the first one, right? So at that stage, TikTok and Instagram, they were there, but it still felt a bit more spacious. It wasn't quite as as it is now. Like fast forward 6 years and the amount of information and the attention span that people have has diminished exponentially. And so some of my sessions, as you know, went on for 2 hours, even 2.5 hours, one of them, which is a lot. It's a lot of information for you guys to take in. So the way that I'm going to be doing it is I'm going to be teaching for 15 to 30 minutes. That's it. So 15 to 30 minutes. My aim is 20. So that's why I'm kind of going 15 to 30, because some of them may require a bit less and some of them may require a little bit more. If I hit 10 minutes one day, I'm also okay with that, as long as I don't go beyond 30 minutes. So that's going to be the teaching part of it. And then I'm going to open up for Q&A straight after that. So this is part of the gift, truly, of being live with me, is that you will be able to ask questions. And so I really encourage you, we're going to be recording, then the recordings are going to be able to be uploaded, right? And then you're going to be able to watch it. And then the next week, you're going to receive more information. But I need you to come with your questions, because I'm not going to be teaching more content during that time. It's going to be your questions. And remember, when you come with a question, it not only gives you the gift of receiving the answer that you were searching for, but it gifts the group the answer of what they didn't know, or maybe they did and they didn't want to ask the question, right? And so I really, really, guys, this is so important for me. I'm asking you, please, every week on a Sunday. So everybody that is watching this live or a recording of it, every week on a Sunday, latest, not on a Monday, on a Sunday, latest, right? You can do it before Sunday, but I want you to write down, what are my questions? Ideally, if you can sit for a few minutes after each one of these sessions, right? And just write down, oh, what really hit me there? What were my 3 biggest takeaways from that session, right? And what do I have any questions about this? Then you can go into the group, right? And say, hey, I understood it this way. You know, did I get that right? Have a conversation with people in the group. Oh, I actually understood it like that, right? And have that conversation. Did I get this right, guys? I feel like what Susanna was trying to say was this. Guys, have that conversation in the group. Remember, we're never teaching each other, but we are sharing with each other. We are supporting each other. None of us are know-it-alls, not even me. Like I'm not a know-it-all. If you guys know me, you know I'm the eternal student. I just spent 4 months in Bali being the student, learning as much as I could. I'm like that all the time, but I really dip into these things because I know that, I promise you, the more you learn, the less you know. That saying is true. It is so true. So be open to being the eternal student. Be open to being the eternal student. Do not teach each other. So I am going to go over the agreements with you guys so we can get on the same page with the agreements so that we know what the rules of engagement are within this space. And then today I am going to take you through one manifestation technique that I don't think I've ever taught you before. I've taught you a version of it, but not this version of it. So I am going to share that with you today as well. But first, I want to speak about our container, and I want to speak about how we are going to set this up so that you guys all feel safe. And I agree. Some of you have gone through this before with me. That's okay. Like, I really feel like that's okay. Reminders are really good. Repetition is the key to mastery. We know this. And so I really don't think it's a problem for me to go through these things with you again. I'm also just going to remind you of where to find things in the platform so that you remember where to find things in the platform. There are going to be a few new people joining as well. And so this is going to help them as well. I do have a request. I have not been marketing. I am interviewing 3 business managers to take over the marketing and the admin side of my business, because it really does drain me and it's just not where my zone of genius is. And I've been saying that for a long time, but now I have 3 people that I'm interviewing about that position. So fingers crossed, guys, you will start seeing somebody else joining me, not like this, but in my team that you will get to know. I'm really excited about that. I think it's going to be really good for me and supportive for me. So that's the one thing. I'm also outsourcing some support on social media. I know I need to get back to you about that. I've just had so much on my plate. But I will get back to you this week. So yeah, I'm delegating. Did you guys all attended the live? Discernment, delegation, and boundaries, guys. These are the themes. And so I'm grabbing the reins and doing the best I can and being gentle with myself, because I'm also just doing the best I can within the given circumstances and what I have. And so I thank you for always showing up and being such a beautiful part of my community. I celebrate and love you all so, so, so much. Let me open this document so that we can go through everything. All right, let's share this page. And I will leave a little bit of space for questions as well at the end. I will always try and include as much as I possibly can so that I can give you guys everything that you need. And of course, if there is something that I miss, you can also always just say to me, hey, Susanna, can we talk about this? Or can we go over this? I'm here to support you guys. All right. So why do I call it manifestation? It's kind of the buzzword that makes sense for people, right? It makes sense for people. They're like, I want to manifest. I want to manifest. But the truth of what we know is that in order for us to attract what we want in this world, we need to raise our vibrational frequency, right? And that activates our power of alignment. And that is what then attracts those desired things, experiences into our lives and makes our life feel fantastic and great, right? But at the beginning of everything, guys, it's about our vibrational frequency. And so that's the thing that I want you guys to really think about more than anything else. My intention is always to see you gaining massive clarity on who you really want to experience yourself as in this world. And getting into the habit, because it is a habit, of making decisions that empower you to be that version of yourself in a more honest, more aligned, more authentic way, because in that you will love yourselves more. You will be able to celebrate yourselves more. And in that you will attract more of what you want, from support to experiences to love to all of it, because you'll be able to receive. One of the biggest things that holds us away from what we really want is our ability to receive. And so that is a question I also want to just drop into your little glass so that it can cause some ripples. Where am I not allowing myself to receive? Where am I sabotaging myself? Where am I blocking myself from receiving? Okay, I want you to just allow that to ripple out and be in your consciousness as a question. And you can ask yourself that before you go to bed at night. You can journal it. These are all good things to do, right? But I want you to start identifying where and why you are blocking yourself from receiving, where you are not allowing yourself to receive, because everything that you want, you deserve. Everything that you want, you deserve it. You deserve everything. Everything. You deserve it all, guys. And that affirmation, I want you to also start saying, I deserve it all. Oh my goodness. How is it that I just deserve it all? Guys, it's crazy how much I deserve. I never realized how much I deserve, but look how much I deserve. I deserve it all. I deserve all the love. I deserve all the abundance. I deserve it all, right? I deserve it all of it, and the love and the support and the alignment and all of it. I'm also going to create a special upgrade option because I'm working with two very interesting people. And the one I've worked with for, gosh, how long have I worked with him now? 12 years. And I love him with all my heart. And I believe in him so strongly and what he does. And he is a body talk specialist, but he is so much more than that. He combines body talk with kinesiology, with a bunch of other things. And he is a magic man. And for those of you that want to upgrade, I'm busy doing the calculations on cost. I'm going to include a body talk session once a month in this process to support this process. Okay. You can have more than one a month, but like in the package that I'm creating. The other thing that I am working with is, I've spoken to you guys about it before, but when we take water and we put frequency in it, like actual energy frequency, sound frequency, and then, now this is where the like exciting magic comes in, we take the concepts of homeopathy, which is the imprint of the vibrational frequency of something, right? So for instance, I'm going to give you like a crazy, just simple sort of analogy. We know that, I think it's rosemary. Rosemary is really good for hair growth, okay? Or onion is really good for hair growth. But the process of homeopathy is they take that onion or the rosemary and they distill it and distill it and distill it and distill it and distill it until they get like a pure frequency resonance. And there's actually no onion left. There's actually no rosemary left. But the frequency imprint, the healing imprint is magnified, right? So I'm working with this really amazing homeopath to create these drops. And I'm giving them all very specific names, but to use frequency medicine to support your journey of clearing out the gunk that we go, oh, but I've worked on this before. Oh, but I've worked on this before. Oh, but I've worked on this before, right? Because how many of us do this? And it's been amazing. I've been using it now for a month, and the things that have been coming up for clearing have been amazing. And why I want to combine this with what we do and then the body talk sessions is because I'm finding that the combination is extremely powerful. There's also another set of drops that I think I'm going to call flow, but their resonance is like that you just start getting into your flow. And so things just start becoming easier. Like they just, it's like a flow frequency thing. And within that, you attract like generously as well. And so those are the two. Well, there's actually four because there's two iterations of one and two iterations of the other one. So there's two for the morning and two for the evening, but they're both working on those two things. So if you think about the fact that you're clearing out and you're creating flow and abundance, you're clearing out and you're creating flow and abundance, this is what we want to be doing, right? And the other thing that I've noticed about using this combination of my work, of these drops of Eugene, is that it's not hard. The suffering is not there, right? You'll feel it, but the suffering is not there. So And then there's one final thing I've created, which is, well, that I'm busy creating, which is a clearing spray. You know, you see me always like clearing things, and I'm that one who's like, oh, I'm going to mix a little bit of this and I'm going to mix a little bit of that. And, you know, so I'm now working with him to create my signature one that I can give you that is grounded and heart expansive and love aligned, right? So these are the things that I'm creating. And if you want any of these things, then just DM me, send me an email, and we can get you part of that. I see you doing even deeper releasing of what no longer serves you. And I'm going to do everything I can to support that, okay? So that we can create room for what does serve you. Because remember, we cannot park a Ferrari in a garage that has a beat up old Beetle. If there's a beat up old Beetle in your garage, you cannot get your Ferrari in there. You can't get your Porsche in there. You cannot get whatever car you actually want to be driving, cannot be in there if there's a beat up old car and lots of clutter in there. And so we're not going to do that. We're going to remove the clutter and create space and clarity around what car do you actually really want to be driving? What does that look like for you? I see you releasing attachment to the harsh perfectionist, right? Delegation, discernment. Dun, dun, dun. This is the time. Boundaries. I see you trusting more, trusting yourselves more, trusting the universe more, trusting so much more. I see you surrendering more, releasing that attachment to the outcome, and in so doing, receiving so much more. I see you filled with excitement and motivation, showing up as your best self, sharing your excitement, right? Why is sharing so important? When you share your wins, every single one of them, you inspire other people, right? They're like, oh, I hadn't thought about the fact that I got taken out for dinner as me receiving something beautiful. That was just a normal thing in my head. But actually, that's the universe being abundant to me. Get it? I didn't see the fact that somebody gave me a beautiful hug when I needed it most, as the universe showing up and supporting me. Anything that you feel grateful for, guys, that makes you feel loved, abundantly held, grateful for whatever it is, I want you to be sharing it in the group. Just share it in the group. Allow that to become your diary. Okay? And if you've got something that you need us to hold a vision for, share it in the group. Hey, I've got this interview coming up. Oh my goodness, I've got this thing that I really want. Please, can we all just take a moment and picture me coming back and going, yay, the job is mine, or I won the surfboard, whatever it is. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let us hold the vision with you. Hey guys, I'm really scared. This didn't quite work out the way that I thought it would, and I'm struggling to reframe it right now. Can you just send me some love and support? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay? Have you guys got me with that? I see you feeling proud of yourselves, celebrating your successes, surrounded by like-minded, beautiful individuals who are doing the same. There's no competition because we are all contributors. There is more than enough. We live in this beautiful, abundant world. And every time you feel jealousy, if that pops up, which I think that you guys know well enough now, but for the newbies, it's the universe showing you what is possible. And so you celebrate that. Oh, thank you, universe. Thank you for showing me what is possible. And you might need a moment to reframe. That's okay. You're going to learn how to do that. You're going to practice it. So today we set foundations for manifesting a new way with processes downloaded to be filled in with spiritual medicine. I need you all to make that promise that you're going to show up no matter what's happened, no matter where you are on your journey. It doesn't matter how many times you've done this. It doesn't matter if you're doing it for the first time. Childish enthusiasm. Oh my goodness, what could happen? Universe, show me how good it gets. Universe, can you really show me how good it gets? Let's get excited. Let's see what is in store for us. Grab that ball. The puppy is excited to bring you what you desire, and throw that ball as far as you can so that we can see what is going to come back. Play, play, play without attachment to the outcome. We've spoken about the importance of the container, the 5 agreements we're going to go through. Just showing up is beautiful. But you know, I used to say you can take a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Guys, I'm just going to tell you there's water. I'm not going to take you there. You take yourselves there, right? I'm here. I'm providing the water. Please be thirsty. Drink as much as possible. Cheer yourselves up. Cheer yourselves on as much as possible. Today, I am so proud. I got up and I at 5:30, even though I was tired, and I went to gym and I started weight training because I know that it's good for my bones and my hormone balance and blah, blah, blah. Oh, can you believe I actually did it? I'm proud of myself for showing up. Yay, go. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes. Complete all of the tasks. Complete all of the tasks. Show up for yourself. Implement as much as you possibly can. As much as you possibly can. Do your best, because by doing your best, you will have no regrets. Oh, I should have done a little bit extra. I was lazy. Year of the fire horse. No laziness allowed. Guys, it's year of the fire horse. Show up time, right? Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, show up for yourself and do your best. Now, with that, I want to share something that came up in my client session just before I did my lives today. And the thing that came up that I am seeing very strongly in the world, and I spoke about it in the live session earlier on, but women need to understand their cycles, their monthly cycles. Even if you've gone through menopause, you're still going through a monthly cycle, ladies, right? So whether you have not gone through menopause or whether you have gone through menopause, you're still going through a monthly cycle. I want you ladies to start tracking your monthly cycle. When you are in the phase where you would be ovulating or you are ovulating, you've got more energy. This is the time where you can run the race. This is the time where you can lift the heavy weights. This is the time when your brain is switched on and sharp and you can achieve, right? As you go towards your period time, right, which is the releasing of the eggs, gentleness is required. More sleep is required. More support is required. Less on your plate is required. Why is this important? And men, you need to understand this as well, because you need to support women. The women in your life, you need to get that this is what they need. 66% of the month, they are like, gung-ho, I can take over the world. 33% of the month, they need support and gentleness. Not to say they don't always need support and gentleness, but you get the, okay. So if you know that, then you know, next week, I'm going to start going into the phase where I'm going to need more sleep. I'm going to need to do exercise that is more supportive of me. I'm going to be less productive at work. I don't really want to have to socialize or interact with people or have lots of meetings because that will drain me, whatever it is for you guys. And so how am I going to make this work for myself? Well, I know I've got 1 week left till I start going into that phase. I'm going to do as many of the meetings that I would need to do in that phase now. What is urgent? What is important? And what can I set aside for after that week where I just need a bit more support? What can I delegate so that it's off my plate and I'm not worrying about it? What can I do to really nurture myself and fill myself up so that I make sure that I can still show up during that time as the best version of me, even though it's less productive than this phase? This is the cycle that I invite you all to start really looking at. Ladies, men. And ladies, pay attention, right? Men have a 24-hour cycle. In the mornings, they are gung-ho. They've got all of this energy. Their testosterone is high. They can conquer the world. They will make love to you for hours if you let them, right? That's where they are, okay? Then they go. They do their day. There is a bridging gap for men in the afternoon going into evening where they need space to recalibrate. That's their window period. Your window period is a week long. Theirs is that period of time between work and relaxing into being at home with you. There's a gap there where they need space, care, and attention from a distance, not on top of them, not demanding anything of them. Like you don't want demands on you during that period. They don't want demands on them during this period. So you create the space. Because what are we doing? We're recalibrating the relationship between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Okay, this is going to give you more harmonious relationships. If you've got daughters, understand their cycles. If you've got boys, understand their cycles. If you've got husbands, partners, boyfriends, understand their cycles. Does this make sense to you guys? Do you understand why I'm sharing this with you guys? Yes? Can I have hell yes in the comments? Hell yeah. Okay. Hell yeah. Good. Kyra, Soraya. Hell yeah. Jacqueline. Beautiful. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay. Lesex, are you hell yeahing with us? Hell yeah. Okay. Lovely. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, guys. Right. So let's carry on. Today's a little bit different, obviously, guys, like you know. But today is part of that little foundation that we are doing. All right. So the 5 agreements, as a reminder. The first agreement is to create a space of pure, true, unconditional love for myself and for everyone involved. Now you can download the 5 agreements in your portal. I really would like you to download it, print it, and sign it. Why? Because it takes your agreement from the ether and it brings it into the physical world. I will be kind to myself. I will treat myself as I would the person I love most in this world. I will do that. Do you guys agree to that? Yes? Is he nodding? Ah, good. That's nice. I've been able to move you guys. Okay, let me move this here. Oh, that's nice. Now I can see you down there. Sorry, my eye line's a bit weird. But it really helps that you guys are down there. Maybe I can actually, let's see. Oh, it doesn't want to let me do that. Look, there you are. There. I wanted to let me do that. Oh, there we go. Ah, that's better. Okay. Oh. Why didn't it do that? Guys, this thing drives me mad. Okay. To create a space where everyone feels safe to be heard. I am heard. And I allow everyone to be heard with love, compassion, and care. Everyone that shares anything, you greet them with the same amount of kindness, compassion, love, and care that you wish to be greeted with. Yes? Thank you for the hands. Thank you for the jazz hands. I commit to creating space void of repercussions and judgment, and greet each experience with love, compassion, and care. Now, that means that if somebody shares something that seems outrageous to you, that you do not speak that into the group. That you invite yourself to go, where have I done something similar in some way? And you deal with it yourself. There's no repercussions in our group. There is no judgment in our group. It is not allowed. Right? I respect that this is a private space where my privacy is respected, as I respect the privacy of others. This makes it a safe space. So I can share the grossest things about myself, the things that I'm like, can you believe I did that? Well, you know, and I'm not going to be judged. And not only am I not going to be judged, I'm going to be met with kindness and like, oh my goodness, I've also done gross things, compassion, support. And my share is not going to go out to other people. It's nobody else's business. It's in our group. It's held within this safe container. Okay? I respect that this is, I've said that. I will do all I can to make this a supportive space. So that means the comments, guys. That means the showing up, sharing. I'm going to be my own biggest cheerleader, and I'm going to be the biggest cheerleader of everyone around. And remember, when we do this, I always give away to somebody, right? Whoever is the biggest cheerleader throughout the course can win a one-on-one session with me. And you guys know those are packed with goodness. So be each other's biggest cheerleaders. Be your own biggest cheerleader. I want that for you. All right. So I shared earlier on what is important to understand is that if you have a desire, that desire already exists. It's already fulfilled somewhere else in the ether. Okay. So it's about becoming the right vibrational match to that desire so that we can bring it into fruition in this reality. And so I'm going to ask you, what do you want to focus on for the next 21 days? What is that one thing that, if it came true, if it shifted in some way, what would it be that you want to focus on for the next 21 days? And I'm going to give you a moment and I want you to just write it on a piece of paper. And actually, sorry, I'm getting a download. Hold on. Don't have color. All right, let's see if you can see this. Well, I'm just going to put wealth in here. So I want you to draw a circle in the middle of a page. I've drawn it really skewed. Don't copy my circle. I'm definitely not a psychopath. Psychopaths can draw perfect circles. I cannot. Draw a circle in the middle of the page. Oh, I should have pinned this. So draw a circle in the middle of the page and then draw a line down the middle like this. Okay? And inside that circle, I want you to write whatever it is that you want to focus on. Okay. And I've just written wealth. It could be whatever it is. It can be absolutely anything. But just write down what it is for you. Have you all got that? Just give me a thumbs up in your things so that I can see. Okay, I'm going to check in the chat because I can't see everyone. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Great. Yes. Okay, good, good, good. All right. So I want to remind you of something really, really important, that a goal written down has 97% chance, more chance of coming true than one that is not written down. So I want you to write down this thing, and I want you to write a mantra for it. Oh, I'll tell you why you drew a line through it in a few minutes. I want you to write a mantra for this as well. Within the circle. And I want you to decide, like right now, that this is going to come true. Like, not even with difficulty, like it's just, it already is true. And I want you to just release, like in your field, like, of course, this is going to come true. Of course, I'm going to make $100,000. Of course, I'm going to, whatever it is, meet the love of my life. Of course, I'm going to buy that beautiful house. Of course, I'm going to go on that amazing holiday. Of course, I'm going to lose 3 kilos. Of course, I'm going to, whatever it is, do this amazing course. Of course I am. Like, of course I am. Universe, how come you made it so easy for this to come true for me? Right? Of course it's true. Of course it is. It's already mine. It's already mine. And I want you to use these 2 mantras for the next month. It's already mine. Like whenever you think of it, just think it's already mine. It's already mine. And whenever you have a negative thought pop up, here's another very important thing for us to remember, right? Is our mind, we can hear our mind, right? We can hear the voice in our head, right? I'm telling the truth. All of you agree. You can hear when there's a voice in your head that says, oh, but what if it doesn't work out? Oh, but that's not realistic. Can you hear a voice in your head? Right? You're all saying yes. So then how can that be you? How can that be you? You are witnessing something. That's a monkey. That is a monkey. That is not you, right? So now I want you to practice. So first of all, it's already mine. Whenever you think of it, it's already mine. Get into that vibrational space. It's already mine. It's already mine. I don't even need to stress. I don't need to do anything. Like it's already mine. It's done, right? And when that monkey mind comes in, oh, you aiming too high. Oh, don't be ridiculous. You've tried this before. I want you to close your eyes and see those words on the screen and like hit the delete button. Delete, delete, delete. Just delete whatever was on the screen. Delete, delete, delete. And then go back into feeling. It's already mine. It's already mine. Nothing's going to take this away from me because it's already mine. Okay? It is safe for me to receive. It is safe for me to receive. It is safe for me to be rich. It is safe for me to be loved. It is safe for me to get that job. It is safe for me to go on that trip. It is safe for me to start that new art class. It is safe for me to, whatever it is, guys. Yes. But don't even give the monkey a banana right now. I want you to practice this mantra. I know I've given you that one before, but I want you to practice delete, delete, delete. Just delete it. No energy to the monkey, no playing with the monkey, just deleting the words the monkey said. Delete, delete, delete. It's already mine. It's already mine. That's how I got this apartment, guys. I used this process that I'm teaching you today. Every time I was like, but this is on the most expensive strip of real estate in Africa. There's so many people who want this apartment. Delete, delete, delete. It's already mine. There's no competition. It's already mine. I don't even need to compete with anyone because it's already mine. It just is. It's already mine. And yes, I deleted a number of messages, but 3.5 years later, here I am. Yeah. Okay. So will you practice that? It's a great one, guys. It's really a great one. I'm going to tell you about the 2 lines later, so don't worry about that for now. Portion of the screen. Let's carry on. All right. So now that we've got that clarity, right? I am ready. It's already mine. And I want you to write it, not in this group, in your WhatsApp, in the group, in the community group, not even in the mini manifestation group. I am ready and it's already mine. Make them wonder, what is it? What is it that they're ready for? What is already theirs? And they're going to be like, oh, what are they doing? What are they doing? And that causes excitement. And what is excitement? It's energy. And that energy is going to come to you, fueling your expansion. Okay? Dun, dun, dun. Beautiful. Soraya was the first one. She's like, in it. I'm ready and it's already mine. Ooh. Beautiful. I love it. Amazing. I see Kyra is next up. Jacqueline, I don't know who's going to win. Who's going to win? Lisejo's in the race. Kyra, she's got it. All right, you guys keep going. I will like every single one of yours. Well done. All right. So I want to invite you to, for the next week, until I see you next week, on this page, all right, I want you to write around it what it looks like, what it feels like, what it sounds like, what it tastes like, what it smells like, to experience this as your reality. Okay? You're going to just write it all here. And I mean, this is so old school, guys, but if you're open to it, I think it will be a lot of fun. Is actually getting a piece of cardboard, not doing it on your computer, getting an actual piece of white cardboard, all right? And on that white piece of cardboard, write your goal in the middle, write your mantra in the middle, okay? And start writing your words around it, okay? Like what it looks like, what it feels like, what it sounds like, what it tastes like, what it smells like, all of that. And start every time you go somewhere, you can grab a magazine and start tearing out little pictures that you can put in there on the other side, okay? And just put them all over there. And you can also take photos with your phone and then print them out. I don't mind how you do it, but just do something like in the physical world. I find that the digital world is great, and yes, you can do it, but when you actually physicalize it in the physical world, it's just another level. It's just another level. If you are an artist and want to paint something. I mean, that's also beautiful. I know, Jacqueline, you are very creative, and I know some of the other ladies are creative as well. So be creative. Be creative, whatever it is. If there's something that's like even a little memento or something, like, I don't know, whatever it is, a sweet wrapper or a ticket for a flight, you know, you can stick that there. Whatever it is, you can do that. You become clear. Because if you're not clear on what you want, as clear as you can be, the universe always sends you what you need anyway and what you want, but it'll send you what you need as well. Remember? And so the clearer you are that in a way that really gives you that full body, like, hell yeah, right? The more complete it will feel and more aligned it will feel. It needs to be a full body. And guys, I am going to swear. I try not to swear too much, but it needs to be like a fuck yes, like hell yeah, full body. This is it, right? It needs to be that drastic. The quickest way of changing the world is by changing yourself. Why? Because changing ourselves does change our world. When we look at things differently, when we work on experiencing life differently, it literally is changing our world. It's like, it sounds so far-fetched, but it's literally like that. Okay. So that's it, guys. That is the invitation today. And you got that new technique, that delete, 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 and it's already mine. It's already mine. Yes, that's it, Kyra. Yes. Remember when I first manifested my apartment in Cape Town 15 years ago? Like, I had just stuck a picture of the view on my wall, but I hadn't been specific about a number of other things. I was just like, I want to be close enough to walk to the ocean, see the ocean, and no wind. I got all three of those, but I got a whole lot of other things that weren't part of, like, if I had actually sat and created a full vision. I literally walked into my room the one day and I was like, oh my goodness, this is down to the orchid looked like the apartment, the view I had stuck on my wall. But that view, and I hadn't said I want to be like on the ocean. I just said I want to be able to walk to the ocean. That one was like on the ocean, right? So these are the things, we just make these little tweaks. so that we can experience life to the fullest. You also need to understand if you are a specific manifester or not a specific manifester. And I think most of you know by now, but if you don't, it's human design. You can do your chart. There's free human design charts online, and do your chart, figure out if you're a specific or a non-specific manifester. We're going to go through all of the manifestation techniques, but it's good for you to understand that the majority of it comes with the feeling that it gives you. It's just if you're a specific manifester, the look of it, if we don't see what we've created in our minds, we find it very hard to see that that vision actually came true if it's not like exactly the same, because we're specific manifestors. Some people are not. So they're like, oh, yes, I'm living on the ocean. This is great. And it doesn't matter if those tiny other details don't matter. But if you're a specific manifester, it's very difficult. Or it's more challenging. Let's put it that way. Okay, so that's it. Kids, that was your first session of this new round. And next week, we will do a spiritual medicine process. And I want you to bring your vision, because we're going to step into that vision. Okay? And so bring that vision. And if you are open to sharing it in the group, I would love you to, so that we can hold that vision for you. Okay? Okay. I love you all so much. Thank you for showing up. Please invite friends to join. I'll literally give you 25% of whatever they pay. Please invite friends to join. And if you get something out of this and you want to share it like as a testimonial, remember that that's also the other competition that runs. Like somebody who does a testimonial will also win a one-on-one session with me. So even now, if you shared, like, I've just done the first session of mini manifestation with Susanna Kennedy, and she was talking about whatever, and I suddenly realized that anything is possible. I realized how unlimited we are as human beings, and it's just about using these practical tools and techniques to get into the right vibrational frequency. I feel so empowered. That's a testimonial, guys. That will enter you. Okay. Giving away the techniques, you can give away a few of them, but we want people to come in and learn more, right? So that's the invitation. Yes. Yeah. So in the portal, you're going to start with day 2 tomorrow, and you're going to be doing the daily little activations. You remember that? Perfect. Okay. So every day in the portal, you will dive in and do one of the little activations. You can just follow it on. There are none on a Sunday, or on the day of the recording. There are none. I can't remember. It's either on a Sunday or the day of the recording. So you get 6 a week, so that you have one day rest from the activations, but you're getting activated because of the content we're creating. So I am clear on the mantra. Was the manifesting technique you were? So the manifesting technique, yes, is those 2 mantras, using those 2 mantras side by side. It's already mine, and delete, delete, delete. This is going to create new neural pathways. So where before you were allowing your monkey mind to run the show, we're retraining the monkey, okay? We're also retraining you to claim what is yours. This or something better is true for me now. That's another one. It's already mine. This or something better is true for me now. You can use that one as well, all right? So if there is doubt, see doubt on a computer screen and just press delete, delete, delete. This or something better is true for me now. It's already mine. Okay? That is the invitation. That's what you're going to really embrace. So much love. Please share in the group, in the community group, like if you enjoyed this, what it gave to you. I would so appreciate it. Big love. Lots of love, guys. Thank you so, so much. This came at the perfect time for my interview tomorrow. Let's go. Oh my gosh, did you get the job?
No, it's tomorrow. My interview is tomorrow, Susanna.
No, I know. I'm just playing out what we're going to do next
Yes,
week when you tell
yes.
us. Okay,
Thank
guys,
you.
hold that vision. Lesego is going to be going, okay, lots of love.
Thank you.